But anyway, enough talking about my cups of tea and whatnot. Hello, welcome. Thank you very much for coming. Now we're here today with Lyney's story quest. Here's the newest 5-star with the newest region being Fontaine. He is a pyro. He is a pyro. I believe he is more of a main DPS. I don't have him, sad as it is, but I do have a sister, and the team is still the same as what was during the main story. Now, to actually be able to unlock this, you will need to do the actual story quest itself. So like the main story, the Archon story, which is what we've done together. But to do this, well, we gotta go through that, and we are ready to go. It is now unlocked. I am back up to 3 purple keys. The Forgotten Thief, Felis Fuscus, chapter Act 1. Talk to Charlotte. Alright, let's do it. Where am I going? I'm going down. So as I said, the team for this is going to be the same as what it was during the Archon story, because there's a chest here. Since it is still 4.0, it's still during the first banners.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, all we did was glide a little bit. Here we are.
Hey, isn't that Charlotte?
With a flip-out camera.
We're always running into her. What's she doing this time? Oh, looks like street interviews. Paimon has a funny feeling that we might be in for an interesting time if we go check it out. Shall we?
Yes, we shall.
I see. So you believe that this warning letter was sent by the Phantom Weasel?
A Phantom Weasel.
Absolutely. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Phantom Weasel never acts as you expect. He must have faked his own death 10 years ago using a body double. Now that he's back, I'm sure the guards who worked on his case back in the day are in for a headache, but however this turns out in the end, the one thing it won't be is boring.
Couldn't agree more. As a journalist, I'm gonna get a lot of mileage out of this one. Thank you, sir, for your time. Now, whom should I interview next? Huh? Hey! What a coincidence! Fancy meeting you here!
A Phantom Weasel.
Perfect timing. So, the Phantom Weasel's latest warning letter. What are your thoughts?
Phantom Weasel?
Yeah! This is the first time we're hearing of this one. Could you clue us in?
Huh? Oh, sorry. Yes, this case is from a decade ago. I guess you wouldn't know about it.
No.
Well, not to worry. You're in good hands because I'm a professional. The story goes like this. 10 or so years ago, a phantom thief became active in the court of Fontaine. Known only as the Weasel. Nobody knew his true identity, and the authorities never managed to catch him.
Are we getting Persona 5 in this now? Phantom Thief?
Wow, cool! He sounds like one of those mysterious night burglars that you read about in novels.
Precisely. Well, except the part where they actually have a good reputation. Our Weasel targeted whatever people held dear, and no one was safe from his predations. He would just as soon steal a necklace from a rich merchant's safe as he would a toy doll given to a commoner child for their birthday. I know. The phantom thieves you read about in novels rob the rich to pay the poor, but this guy did not discriminate. Unsurprisingly, this didn't work wonders for his public reputation. Every man and his dog wanted to see him behind bars.
Sounds about right. And I'm getting all this in my right ear, by the way. My left ear's scuffed. I don't know why. It does it every morning. It still is now.
Yeesh. So, did they catch him?
According to what Charlotte just mentioned, apparently he died.
Not exactly. There's a good chance that the Weasel would still be at large to this day if it hadn't been for an accident 10 years ago. A magician named Caesar fell to his death in a botched high-altitude escape performance.
Caesar?
When the police went through his personal effects, they found a hoard of stolen loot and gadgets used for criminal activities. And that was how the Phantom Weasel's identity was revealed to all. Sure enough, thefts in Fontaine went down after Caesar's death. But today, 10 years on, the notorious thief has once again issued one of his warning letters and pasted it on the gate of the Opera Epiclese for all to see. I had to squeeze through the crowd this morning to get a photo as soon as I heard. Here, it's this one.
Can you not in fucking Teyvat spirit language thing? Yeah, I suppose people are gonna try and figure out what this fucking says. For those that want to figure it out, by all means, if you have, I'm sure there's pictures and stuff like that of fucking Teyvat hieroglyphics going around.
So, this is the warning letter, huh? Let's see what he wrote.
Oh, it's gonna tell me anyway.
3 days from now, when evening falls, I shall take from you that which you hold most dear at the Opera House, just as you did to me 10 years ago.
This is, without a doubt, a clear declaration of criminal intent. After years of laying low, the Phantom Weasel is back with a vengeance. What once seemed like an open and shut case has been blown wide open again. But why has he re-emerged now? And what does he want? I sense an epic scoop, and I'm going for it!
Yeah, I kinda missed Charlotte's enthusiasm. I kinda did.
Uh-oh. If this thief will steal anything that other people value, does that mean even we might be targeted?
He might steal all your favorite snacks.
Really? Oh, let him try! In fact, Hyman's gonna eat all our snacks right now! Let's see what he can do about that!
Then he'll probably just take you and... well, I'm not gonna get graphic.
Okay, the people have spoken. It's clear that the public are very concerned about the Phantom Weasel's reappearance. Let's see, I've got a photo of the letter, my interview notes. Yep, that should be enough to form the skeleton of my article. It does feel like something is missing, though. Something exclusive. Who should I interview next? I need someone with a more concrete connection to the weasel. Is that who I think it is?
Isn't Charlotte gonna be our first cryo catalyst?
Lyney!
She's gonna be a 4-star too.
Magic, magician, Caesar, the Phantom Weasel. That's it. Let's go interview Lyney.
Why? I don't get what she's putting together. Is it because fucking Caesar's meant to be some sort of magician? A phantom thief is some sort of magician, right? Like you just somehow pop in and out of nowhere.
You see, the original Phantom Thief Caesar was a magician too.
Oh.
And what do Phantom Thieves and magicians have in common? They both have an air of mystery about them. Perhaps there's a connection there.
I doubt it.
Are you serious? What sort of a deduction is that?
Oh, relax. My journalistic instinct tells me that an exclusive news story is beckoning. Let's go. No time for delay.
Oh dear. The Forgotten Thief. Here we are. It has officially begun.
Worrying about the future. Hey, Sarah, Sarah.
Apparently I can't jump up some stairs. Okay. David.
Wow, Mr. Magician! How did you know which card I picked?
Oh, it's simple. Come closer and I'll let you in on my secret. Magicians have a special skill called telepathy, which means we can read other people's minds.
And he's still messing with the kid.
Really? Then, what am I thinking now?
Well, first you need to relax, because I can see that you're clenching your fist in your mind, as if to say, no, I mustn't let him guess it.
Aww.
And now you're getting a little flustered. You're trying to find a way to empty your mind, to think of nothing at all. But the more you try to hide a secret, the easier it'll come out.
In some cases, yeah, to be fair. It really depends on body language.
You snuck out from home today, didn't you? You told your family a little lie so you could come out and play. Now, that's not a good habit.
You can tell? Oh boy, you really can read my mind.
Of course. Oh, and that's the end of my performance. You should really be heading home. Remember to apologize to your family, all right? they must be worried about you.
All right, got it. Bye, Mr. Magician.
Do take care.
Hey, Lyney?
Why, hello. We meet again. Are you looking for me? What's the situation?
We're not here by choice, sadly.
Well, why don't you guess, Mr. Telepathic?
Oh, please. You didn't believe that spiel, did you? The power of telepathy is quite beyond me.
I'm sure that child would beg to differ. Seemed like you were right on the money.
That was nothing more than a little trickery. I made an educated guess based on his micro-expressions. That, plus the fact that he was the only kid here without his parents, and he looked as guilty as sin. He made it easy for me. You guys, on the other hand... Let me guess. Don't tell me you're here for the Phantom Weasel, are you?
Wow. Got it in one. Is this more of your trickery at work?
Wait, really? No trickery this time. It was pure luck. His warning letter's been the talk of the town, so I figured that maybe you were asking around about that.
Makes sense to me.
Bingo! I plan on writing a column reporting on the latest news about the Phantom Weasel. So, Lyney, what are your thoughts on this infamous thief's reappearance?
I'm curious as to what Charlotte's reports are like. Like, she's the one that's actually able to make something seem interesting. I don't know. I'll give it a read if I could.
To be honest, it makes me angry.
Angry? Why?
You read his letter, right? The Phantom Weasel claims he's planning something in 3 nights' time at the Opera House. That's the night I'll be performing there.
Huh. What are the chances? Wait a minute, you don't think he's after you, do you?
Well, if he is, then his warning is clearly a direct challenge to me personally. And if he's not, then it's still going to be a huge headache for me.
True, considering last time when something happened, you got put on a trial.
The mere mention of the Weasel's name is enough to scare people off. So once the contents of that letter get out, barely anyone will be showing up to watch my show. But I've been preparing for this for a long time. I'm not about to let him ruin my big day. This leaves me with only one choice. I have to expose the Phantom Weasel's identity before the show begins.
Really? So what you're saying is, we might get to see a live duel between a famous magician and an infamous thief? Wow, this has exclusive written all over it.
To be honest, I'm not sure if I'll emerge the victor. The Phantom Weasel is a notorious crook, infamous for his inscrutable methods.
You're being far too modest, Lyney. I think your magic tricks are even more inscrutable than those of a thief.
Well, you never know.
Thanks for the compliment, though I have to say, I don't care much for the comparison.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. If I'm being compared to if my magic tricks are basically being compared to a thief, yeah, no, I wouldn't want that comparison either.
A lot of people liken magicians to thieves because we both have the ability to make things disappear without the person noticing. But there's an important difference that these people overlook. Allow me to demonstrate with a quick magic trick. Here, I have a flower, just an ordinary flower that was picked not long ago. Watch it carefully now. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, obviously, if it was in person, then it'll probably be some sort of trick, but considering it's the camera...
It's gone!
That's the question. Where did it go? Therein lies the difference between us. Thieves make precious things disappear, but only magicians make them reappear. If I could now invite you all to check your clothes, there might be a surprise in there somewhere.
Closing?
A surprise? Let me see! It's right there! But how? You haven't moved this whole time!
What an outstanding trick! Sorry, Lyney, it seems that my previous praise was woefully inadequate. Clearly, magic is the superior art form to theft.
Don't worry, I didn't take offense. I just wanted to take the opportunity to perhaps change some of the preconceived notions you might have about magicians. Since Caesar's death, a lot of people associate magicians with criminality. It can be quite frustrating.
I can get behind that. I don't really know magic myself personally. I really like I can't. In a way, I wish I did. Just so it could be a bit more entertaining, I guess. But other than that, I can get by it. It's like if you like magic, magic makes things disappear, and that's what this whole fucking phantom thief shit is about.
I can imagine. Coming back to your trick just now, might I presume that you are well versed in floral symbolism? For example, magicians often use rainbow roses in their flower-related performances to represent passion and romantic encounters. But you used a Lumidu spell, which, if I'm not mistaken, allude to separations. I'm curious to know if there was any deeper meaning behind this choice?
Maybe.
Impressive knowledge. It's no wonder you're such a successful journalist. But I'm afraid I don't know the first thing about floral symbolism. I'm just in the habit of using Lumidu spells in my magic.
Doesn't Lynette need those for her ascension? Well, I need to build her up to 90, to be fair. I need to ascend her one more time, but I think she uses bells.
It sounds like something I should look into, though.
Because Lyney uses
I'll buy myself a copy
roses.
of Fontaine's Floral Language Facts when I have some time. But it'll have to wait until this Phantom Weasel business is behind us.
Well noted. In that case, this brings us to the end of our interview. I, for one, am looking forward to the final showdown between you and the thief. Please feel free to get in touch to update me on any further developments. Otherwise, I will of course see you at your show in 3 days' time. But let's hope the Phantom Weasel is caught by then.
Is it bad to say that Charlotte color makes me want to look at a fucking newspaper? Like, just to see and if it's actually interesting or not. But then, newspapers, I think they're like, what, 20p? I don't want to spend. I know it sounds. This is probably gonna make me sound cheap. I don't want to spend 20p for something I'm not gonna read. If I'm just gonna skim through from start to finish and just give it to someone, like, what's the point?
If there's nothing else, I'll be off. You've given me lots to work with here, and I've got no time to lose if I want to write that exclusive piece. I'll see you all later.
Have fun. And off she goes.
So, Lyney, are you gonna tell us how you did that flower trick now?
No.
I'm afraid that's my little secret.
Aww. Well, magicians are entitled to their secrets. But Paimon's really itching to know how it's done. You feel it too, right? So itchy.
Not so itchy then, huh? Well, since you're so concerned, how would you like to serve as my temporary magician's assistants and help me investigate?
Magician's assistants? Oh, that sounds fun! Assistants are technically magicians too!
The thing that has me something that has me wondering is what happened to that notion before? Because in the story, we basically gave up on them. Like we basically threw out Lyney and Lynette. So why are we acting like friends here?
Also, it'll bring us one step closer to figuring out how that darn trick is done! Shall we go for it?
But we don't. But our faces really doesn't show that we were interested.
Excellent. Thank you for putting your trust in moi. The first thing we need to look into is who Caesar really was. If he truly was the Phantom Weasel, that means that the Weasel is dead, and whoever wrote this warning letter is just a copycat criminal. But if he wasn't the Weasel? Well, that'll make things more interesting. It would mean that the Weasel lives, and he's been laying low all this time in some corner of Fontaine. And if we're investigating Caesar, his fiancée Gemma is a good place to start. Word is that she visits the cemetery often, so I asked Lynette to wait for her there.
Oh dear.
We should make a move. Let's go and rendezvous with Lynette.
Gift of parting. Wait, is that actually what the bells mean? Wait, hold up. I gotta read that. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, woo, I got a lot of weapons. Oh. A flower accessory given away by Lyney at his magic shows. It is an arrangement of luminous bells, which symbolize parting. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, here. A serene and tranquil violet flower. It has a light, soft, lasting scent, and is often used in making luxurious perfumes. Yeah, because Lynette uses this, Lyney uses this, because my girl actually has her, and plus you can actually see what they need when you do the trials as well. A delicate and tender pink flower. Despite their name, rainbow roses are essentially more akin to lilies. Huh. I dig it. Where am I going? I'm going near Pt1, no? To the place of fish. C'est Pt1. Going to the place of fish. Or at least near the place of fish. Go to the... Oh, is this... Oh, this is towards the end of the quest. This is towards the end of the Archon quest. Or at least Act 2. I'm sure there's more to come. Gemma. Hello? Oh, hey, Lynette. I see you over there.
You took your time.
Sadly.
Sorry, I bumped into the Traveler and Charlotte en route, and we ended up chatting for a while.
It's been a while, Lynette. We're working as Lyney's temporary assistants in the investigation of the Phantom Weasel.
Thank you. It's good to have you helping.
So, what's the situation? Have you seen Gemma?
Nope. I've been here a while, and she still hasn't shown up.
How bizarre. Maybe it was bad intel. Well, we won't get anywhere by standing around waiting. Traveler, Paimon, let's go ask around.
What, the two at the gravestone? Yeah, literally 2 people, that's what it says.
Excuse me, good sir. Do you by any chance know a Gemma?
Gemma? You mean Caesar's fiancé? Sure I do. What's this about?
I'm just trying to get a hold of her because I need her help with something. I heard she comes here a lot.
The 2 mecha in the back.
Yeah, she does. Poor thing. It's no secret why either. She's heartsick. Ever since Caesar passed away, she's been coming here once every week to clean his grave. Often she just sits there in front of his headstone, lost in thought. Sometimes she talks to herself.
And just ever so casual, Lynette just standing at the front still, standing guard.
I asked her what she was doing once. She said she wanted to speak to him again. She knows he's gone and can't hear her from the grave, but she just likes to spend time there, telling her fiancé all about how her life is going.
And she's been doing this ever since Caesar passed away? Oh, so 10 years. Wow. Their love must have been really strong.
I wonder how Paimon's voice actor can actually get that high pitch. I know I can. I probably can get hot, like a bit more squeaky, but I don't think I can get this tone.
I'll bet. Caesar's reputation fell apart after his identity was revealed, so no one else visits his grave. Gemma's the only one who still thinks about him after all these years. I don't know if the mind lives on in the waters after death, but if it does, I'm sure Caesar must be grateful to have someone who remembers him fondly. If I'm honest, I think this is all so unfair to poor Gemma. Her fiancé was a low-life crook. He doesn't deserve someone like her. Anyway, all of that said, she's running later than usual today. Normally, she'd be sitting in front of his grave by now. I wonder if she's okay. Well, that's everything I know, I'm afraid. You might have more luck asking some other people.
All right, well, thanks for sharing all of this with us. We'll keep asking around.
You're welcome. I just hope she'll be able to move on one day.
10 years. Damn. Lynette!
I'll wait for you here and see if Gemma shows up.
Alright. Alright, you be a good kitty.
Did you hear the news? They're saying the Phantom Weasel's back.
You're kidding. Wait, isn't he dead?
I don't know anymore. All sorts of news flying around nowadays. I can never tell what's true and what isn't. But what if, just hypothetically, I mean, what if this Weasel's the real deal and Caesar was framed?
Called it. Seriously, 10 years ago, on the day it all went down, I said to myself, you know what? This guy's been set up. The Caesar I knew was a good guy. He gave balloons to children on the street, for Pete's sake. What, are we supposed to believe that he was a balloon thief or something? Give me a break.
Oh, please. Weren't you the one cursing his name to high heaven when the police announced the news? You were all, that gosh darn lousy son of a, you think you know a guy, or words to that effect.
You know, that's such a typical reaction as well. It's like when you think, it's like, when something happens to someone you know, you're just like, you think you know a guy.
Wait, did I say that? I don't seem to recall.
Fucking lousy.
Hello there. Sorry for disturbing you, but I couldn't help but notice you were discussing the Phantom Weasel. We're actually quite interested in this topic as well, but we're struggling to get to the bottom of it. Do you think you could spare a moment to tell us a little bit about Caesar?
You've come to the right people.
Julius Caesar.
I was there. Back when Caesar used to perform magic tricks on the street. He was a great magician. The best trick I ever saw him do was pop a transparent balloon, only for a whole bunch of doves to fly out from the inside. I was right up close and didn't blink or look away once. But for the life of me, I still don't have the faintest clue how he pulled it off. Really incredible stuff.
An invisible balloon that pops and made doves? That's very interesting.
I saw him perform too. He always used to bring some gifts along for the kids who came to watch his show, and he'd hand them out after he was done. Sometimes he even got the kids to write their wishes down, and then he'd make the items on the wish list appear in his next show.
Huh. He doesn't sound like such a bad guy.
But after he died, there were also rumors that he used the wish list to find out what was precious to people, with the intent to steal it later. As I'm sure you know, the Phantom Weasel would steal just about anything from anyone.
Whatever the case, now that the Weasel is back, Caesar's become a hot topic once more. I bet Gemma must be pleased. If Caesar's name gets cleared, maybe it'll finally give her some solace after all this time. Oh, speak of the devil. That's her over there. If you've got any more questions about Caesar, she's definitely the one to ask.
So that's Gemma. Is it just Paimon, or does it look like something's wrong? Wait, it looks like she's injured. Come on, let's see if she's okay.
Scuffle, maybe?
Hi there. You're Gemma, right?
Who's asking?
Don't be afraid, we mean no harm. It looks like you're injured. How bad is it?
Thanks for your concern, but you didn't answer my question. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
Fair enough.
My name is Lyney, and this is my sister Lynette.
My name's Paimon, and this here's the Traveler. We're investigating the Phantom Weasel.
The Weasel posted a warning letter this morning. If he still lives, that means that Caesar was falsely accused.
Wouldn't surprise me for Fontaine.
You knew Caesar better than anyone else. So if you're willing, we'd love to hear what you think about all this. I promise you can trust us. We won't hurt you. In fact, we'll do all we can to keep you safe.
I mean, Traveler's strong enough, right?
I never believed that he was the Weasel.
Huh. I suspected as much. Okay, so going back 10 years, do you remember anything strange in the weeks leading up to the accident? Did Caesar have a falling out with anyone, for instance?
No, not that I know of.
Got it. All right, sorry for disturbing you.
If you don't have any more questions, please leave. I want to be alone with him.
Seems they've gathered an idea.
Judging by the look on her face, there's definitely something fishy about her.
She's lying. She definitely knows something.
That's fair. We're just a bunch of strangers who showed up and started questioning her about things that happened a whole decade ago. It makes sense that she'd be wary around us. In any case, I doubt we'll get any further here, so let's call it a day. Meet me outside Hotel de Boer tomorrow, and then we'll start the next step of our plan.
Isn't it the same hotel we tried getting Navia to drink? Wait till next morning. It said 8, right? The lovely day sky. Oh, the next morning. Whoops. We're skipping a lot of time right now.
Tea is ready. Now it's time for a short rest.
Alright, now let's wait for the time. There we go. Rendezvous with Lyney. Alright. Over 400 years ago, the operation of Fontaines. Oh, Clockwork Mecha. Hello. Hello again.
Over here.
Why do we actually seem like as if we're friends with him? I'm confused. Because we practically abandoned them last time, didn't we? Like in the story. Found out they were from the House of Hearth. Basically them being Fatui and then, well, part of Fatus. And then we basically just abandoned them, saying, well, the only reason why I carried on, so you wouldn't go in as falsely accused. That's literally it. And then we've just abandoned them since.
Lynette's not joining us today?
I've had her follow Gemma and see if we can make any inroads with her. They should be at a cafe right now. Still, I don't think that Gemma's likely to open up to us. So, we need a contingency plan.
Alright, so where do we start?
Today, we'll be looking into a guy named Lorenzo, Caesar's former pupil and assistant.
Lorenzo? I used to know a friend called Lorenzo.
When Caesar passed away, all the stolen goods discovered in his home were confiscated and returned to their rightful owners. But Lorenzo was the only one privy to all his magic secrets, and he inherited his craft. Before long, Lorenzo was the next big magician in town, his fame surpassing even that of his master, and it made him very wealthy. He's since left the magic scene, though, and these days, he's a wealthy businessman with his fingers in a lot of different pies. I had to pull a lot of strings, but I managed to get him to agree to a couple of drinks with me. Be warned, though, I hear he's got a hair-triggered temper. We'd best be careful.
A hair-triggered temper. So basically, he's short-tempered. Okay. He can be easily pissed off, easily angered, so to speak. Hotel de Boer. Did I just see 101? MS. Why? My PlayStation. My fucking piece. My laptop's not even on. So if I do end up needing to fucking do it, I'll call it 1.5. Or something like that.
You neglected to mention that you were bringing 2 other people with you.
My apologies. These 2 are my assistants. When they heard that I was meeting with the former magic maestro himself, they begged and pleaded with me to bring them along. And if it's no trouble, a couple of autographs would really make their day.
Oh, forget the pleasantries, just sit.
Very well. This guy's a bit snobbish, no? Fucking hell.
Get a load of this guy. Forget the pleasantries, he says, but he looks pretty happy about Lyney stroking his ego.
I only agreed to meet since we're both magicians. Do me a favor and cut to the chase. I have more important things to do than drinking.
Much obliged, sir. As it happens, the matter I want to address is also related to magic. Yesterday morning, a warning letter from the Phantom Weasel appeared on the entrance to the Opera House. He claims to be planning something for the same evening that I'm scheduled to do a magic show there. As such, I believe that I may well be his target. I have to get to the bottom of this to ensure that my show can go ahead as planned. Naturally, any investigation into the Weasel starts with a few questions about Caesar, who...
What is there to investigate? Caesar was the Weasel and he's been dead for 10 years. So what if some sick creep thought it'd be funny to write a warning letter? It changes nothing. Are you trying to tell me you actually bought it?
I think this guy's missing the point here.
Please, sir, no need to get so worked up. I do concede that a copycat is but one possibility.
Possibility? It's a fact, Lyney.
How do you know?
Look, my patience is limited, so listen carefully while I'm still willing to put up with you. The Weasel is dead. Period. Everyone knows that, so do yourself a favor and quit this investigation. It'll lead you nowhere. Look, if this affects your magic show in any way, I will personally compensate you for any losses.
Oh, sir, I'm honored, really. But this isn't about finances for me. My pride as a magician is what's at stake here, Lorenzo. Copycat or not, this person has thrown me the gauntlet, and I must meet their challenge head on.
Your pride? Don't mince words with me, boy. Just tell me, what exactly are you seeking to do?
Literally, as I told you, he wants to basically get rid of this fucking person before his show starts, so he can keep his pride in doing his magic. He's had it fucked over once before. He doesn't need it again. He doesn't need it to happen again.
I want to find out the Phantom Weasel's true identity. I have to know for myself what really happened 10 years ago.
What would that accomplish? And what do the events of 10 years ago have to do with you, anyway? Look, you of all people should know that a magician never reveals their secrets. And in any case, dead men don't talk. So if you really care about your magician's pride, then you'll forget about Caesar and move on.
Uh-oh. This is getting awkward.
Lorenzo? Is that? Oh, it is you! I know that big, booming voice anywhere. What's up, my man? Want to grab a drink with me?
Another day, I'm busy.
Oh, come on. You can't be all business all the time. You know what they say? Live fast, die young. You gotta learn how to kick back and relax once in a while.
Yeah, the dude's got a point. You got if you're all about business, and you generally have like no time for anyone else. The only thing your life is gonna do is just speed up, and it's because and it's not based on time itself that's speeding up. It's more a case of where you're so blinded by being busy that eventually you're just gonna lose track of time, and you're not gonna be able to catch what you have left.
If I wanted your life advice, I'd ask for it. Now get out of my face and go be drunk somewhere else.
Sorry, my good sir. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, hey! Edmondo. He and I are business pals. We worked together a bunch of times. This is your first time meeting him? Oh, he's always like this. Foul-mouthed and hard-nosed. Never heard a kind word out of this guy the whole time I've known him. And he wonders why he can't get a girlfriend, despite being...
Oh, shit, alright.
Pushing 40, 30, something. Anyway, point is, a lot older than when he first got rejected by the girl he was into. And he's still into, from what I hear.
Oh, dude got called out.
Shut up and get out of my face. Another word out of you and you can forget about doing business with me ever again. Do I make myself clear?
Oh, dude took that to heart. Literally.
Sorry, I may have had a little too much to drink. All right, I'm gonna leave. Don't work too hard.
Dude's gonna kill him next.
I think it's high time I made a move as well. If you really want to investigate this, Lyney, be my guest. But if nothing good comes of it, don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, that fell to pieces in a rather spectacular fashion. Any thoughts?
Totally. And what was all that about compensating you for your losses? Why would someone you just met make an offer like that? He's gotta be hiding something. And not like Gemma. She was a little suspicious, but this guy's definitely covering something up.
I think so too. We need to look into Lorenzo more closely. That guy Edmondo seems to know a thing or two about him. He only just left. Let's see if we can catch up with him.
Edmondo! Get out the building! Wait. What can I get out of you? I don't really come to this place. What can I get out of you? I want to see the menu. Oh, did I get all the stuff already? Yeah, I got all the stuff already. Price on seafood soup. Technically, you're saying a fish seafood soup. So you're basically saying it's seafood twice. Alright, cool. So I've actually been here before and collected that. All good. Let's go. Apart from absorbing damage, shield can also increase a character's resistance to interruption. Wait, is that shields in general, or is that just based on characters? Because I know some characters can initially. I wonder if that's all shields or just I'm gonna assume all shields because you've kind of covered something, right? It's like an armor. You wouldn't be interrupted as much with an armor on, so it makes sense. Most likely all shields. Where are we going? Oh, dude's here. Like literally around the corner. Take it easy,
you okay
dude.
there?
You alright?
Who are you? Oh, it's you guys. Don't worry about me. I must have had one too many. I just need to ride it out.
Someone get him a baguette.
I said way too much back there, didn't I? Yeah, I nearly talked myself into complete financial ruin. Note to self, no more drunken chats when Lorenzo's around.
So, he was serious about threatening to cut you off? Paimon knew he was a bad egg!
Hey! Keep your voice down. Don't go prying into Lorenzo's personal affairs. Bad things happen to people who ask too many questions. Or make an enemy out of him.
What kind of bad things?
Don't even ask. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to cut this conversation short. I'm not crossing that line again.
Fair play.
And take it from me, trouble with Lorenzo is one thing you don't need in your life. You saw him flare up back there. I don't know what you said to him, but clearly it touched a nerve. That's not a good sign. You're too young for this. Don't get in over your head. I'm leaving.
I think the VA for this guy must have had quite a bit of fun on it. Oh, this guy didn't actually get drunk during it. Imagine. Do seem like as if he had fun saying this. I know I would have.
And there he goes. What do we do now, Lyney?
Shh. I think we're being watched. Someone was listening in to our whole conversation. Don't say anything and don't look back. Any altercation in the city will attract the guards. We'd better take this elsewhere.
Alright, where to? Get out the city to lure out the people tailing you. Alright, where am I going? Oh, we're going way out. Alright. I dig it. Going way out. Makes sense though. If you're trying to lure them away and show... I mean, it'll take them a while, considering, you know, they'll either have to get on the same aqua bus as you, or like the one just after you. How'd that work though? It takes a while, doesn't it? Last I remember. Last time member.
You followed us a long way. Why don't you come out and introduce yourselves?
Really?
So you're Lyney. And where's your sister? Ain't she with you today?
Smoothface Pacino? Pacino.
Save us the trouble and go fetch her for us. Let's not drag this out.
Paimon doesn't like the tone of your voice, mister! Who sent you, huh?
So why are you hiding behind me?
Save your questions, missy. You ain't gonna need answers where you're going. Capiche?
Painter De Niro.
Looks like we can't avoid this fight. Now, I'm not the strongest fighter, so I hope you're ready to back me up.
It's not like I have a choice,
Don't
do I?
worry, we got this!
Alright. Alright. Let's see what they give me. Now I said, I don't have Lyney. Personally, so I don't know how it works. So, 2K... 190... Let me guess. Yeah, that makes sense. 198, 76... Fucking Noblesse. A C3. Okay. When Lyney's on the field, you'll gain... Okay. Wait, the dude heals? Wait, he self-heals? Wait, what? Hold up. He self-heals? Anyway, let's just carry on.
Here comes the finale.
Oh.
Curses.
Alright.
Tougher than we thought.
I'm Archon level, boy.
Vision wielders are always trouble. Intimidation ain't gonna work like it did on the lady.
Come on, let's scram!
Hey, wise guys! We ain't through with you yet! Oh, they got away! Did you catch what they said just before they left? Something about intimidating someone else. Sounds like they just wanted to rough us up as a scare tactic, and they've already done it to someone else, but who?
It'll sound like Gemma, really. Could it be Gemma? Yeah, it would be.
You're right. She was injured when we saw her yesterday, and she acted like she had something to hide. Maybe she was too scared to tell us the truth because those guys had threatened her.
Well, if that's the case, she should be more willing to open up to us once she learns that those thugs won't be bothering her anymore. Let's head back to the cafe and see if we can get any information from her.
Man. I mean, you guys wanted Lynette. Here she is. I'll use her to kick your ass, too. Well, I kind of had the opportunity, but I didn't take it. Oh well. Alright, let's go to the Statue of the Seven. It is what it is, though. Ain't that the truth? It is what it is. It come by every day. Boy, I gotta drop in. Come in my way.
Gemma?
That's quite the combo you two are having. A very silent one.
You again. What is it this time?
We just ran into the men who've been threatening you, and we gave them a taste of their own medicine. So, you can relax now. We're here to protect you.
What? Why? I didn't tell you anything. Why would they come after you?
Don't know, don't care.
Sounds like they're no strangers to you.
That's putting it mildly. I know them all too well, and I hate them with every fiber of my being. It's been 10 long years, and still every time I try to look into Caesar's death, they show up and warn me not to do anything stupid. How do I know I can trust you? Do you really think you can get to the bottom of it all? And why are you doing this?
I'm afraid I can't reveal all the details just yet, but I can promise you this. I will expose the Phantom Weasel's true identity. Because you see, this is a personal matter of the utmost importance. I give you my word. Trust me.
Okay. How can I help you?
I've heard that Caesar used to have a magic workshop where he kept a lot of his personal effects. If possible, I'd like to take a look at them. Do you know where it is?
The Fleuve Sonde. But the place was sealed up by the police after his death, and no one's been there since.
The Fleuve Sonde.
I also know that the Fleuve Sonde is dangerous territory.
Oh, Sonde.
Lots of hostile groups lurking around. If you're serious about going there, please be careful.
Alright, it's time to die, bitches.
Understood. Lynette, you stay here and take care of Gemma. Don't let her come to harm.
Got it. But if I'm staying here, I'm ordering dessert.
That's a Paimon move right there.
I mean, bon appetit. But stay sharp, too. They're likely to come for you while I'm away.
Okay. Alright. Power saving mode off. I'll start taking this more seriously now.
Never mess with a feline. Where am I going? Am I going down? Wait, am I actually going down? I think I'm going down. I am going down. I am going down. Going underground. Oh shit. Going underground. The water fontaine being watered, I'm underground. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm stuck on something. I was stuck on a stool. Hello. There's nothing here.
If Gemma gave us the right location, then the workshop should be right nearby. Huh. Looks like these boxes are blocking the entrance. Let's shift them away first. There we go. It should be just down here.
Eh? Enter Caesar's workshop. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the team I have, because judging by stories, it's gonna give me Lyney. How is this lower than recommended? What, because of child? Because of Tartaglia? He's only 70, relax. Alright, but let's see if it gives me Lyney. It should give me Lyney, because of his quest. If not, I'll be surprised. Because it means I would actually have to change to another panel. To another team set. Knowing stories, I'll do it. But I've been wrong before. Yeah, thought so. People would normally take Now again, I don't know how he functions. So it's gonna be a load of fun for me. I might as well explore the area while I'm here. Oh, I can't freely come up there. Okay. I can't really climb up. Alright, so this way. Woo! The hell? I went down the crack. That's not the kind of crack I want to be down, but alright.
So this was Caesar's workshop. Nothing suspicious here, just normal magic props. Let's head in further.
Normal magic props. It's all clockwork. It's kind of cool though.
What was that? Oh, is this one of Caesar's gadgets? Guess we must have triggered some sort of device.
Oh, okay then. Cool. Hey yo, what up, homie?
Step on up.
And thunder. Yeah. You gotta have a love for this kind of thing. Oh.
Whoa. Look. The doll in the box is glowing.
They're flying now? What am I doing? Motherfucker.
There's something written on the card on this doll. Let's take a closer look.
Over here? You might as well explore while you have it. I know I'm streaming this, but explore what you can. You'll miss chests. Because in character stories, you can only do them once. Character stories you can only do once. So if you miss something in the domain area, once it's gone, it's gone.
Looks like we've reached the end of this round. Shall we try a different one? These magic boxes are moving. What do we do?
One of them looks different from the rest. Let's investigate.
One of them looks different. Okay. I guess I chose correctly? That one. Or what she? Oh. Make it simple. Alright. Move up here for possible chest. Nope. No chest there. It generally is a case of where if you miss a chest in a domain and you exit the domain, even at a certain point, you've lost it. In some cases, you can't actually go back and redo the entire domain again because you can't climb. You can't climb in domains, realistically. Not in ones like these and stuff like that. And there's no specific button for Genshin to kind of climb. You kind of just run up to it. At least for PlayStation.
That's weird. Have we reached the end already? There's nothing here. Maybe this was a wasted trip.
This place seems a little too ordinary for a magician's workshop. There's a distinct lack of mystery. We've triggered quite a few devices on the way here. I'm starting to wonder whether Caesar built this whole place as one big, elaborate magic contraption. If so, then there must be more to this place than meets the eye. Maybe a hidden room somewhere.
Maybe.
Aha! If I just move this book, then hopefully... And... presto!
A secret passageway! How did you know?
I'm a magician too, and apparently great minds really do think alike.
To use a book?
Looks pretty big inside. Let's head
Oh,
in
look,
and
a
take a
chest.
look around.
See? Always look around. One right there. Huh. Imagine I do a single pull at the end of it. Imagine I managed to do a single pull and I actually get him. That'll be a little bit amusing out, mate. Oh, for me though. There's anything around here before I trigger them off. No. So
Let's get this show on the road!
Hold the line!
Come a little closer.
and
Blitz.
shock. There you go, Tartaglia.
No time to lose.
Oops. I should probably heal. I mean, they're not really hurt. They're not hurt, but yeah. May as well. And my MS is playing up again. Why? Okay, so there's nothing down there. The door of resurrection. The more voice will just turn around and go, ooh. Might as well do it now.
Try not to enjoy the...
Be amazed!
You're in for a little shock.
Why have you stopped, Lyney? Is there some device in that box?
Huh. It just looks familiar somehow. Let me check this out for a second while you guys go on ahead. If anyone makes a major discovery, let's rendezvous here.
All right, see you in a bit.
Isn't that the trick that he used to use?
The placement of this device inside. If I remember correctly...
Oh, I'm not back to this. And that's the way I came in, so... Next up top. Oh. What's this? What's stuck? Activate all the measure... Oh. Okay. I am not very good with these.
Seems like we can't step on the same tile twice.
I
Guess we've
didn't,
gotta
though.
finish it in one run, huh?
I didn't though. Did I? No, there is a way. I gotta do it the other way around. Maybe up, down. I'm not very good with puzzles. On that. Okay. There. There. There we go. Oh. Oh, it's a top hat. Very clever. I like it. Wish I had one. Can you imagine? It's like me wandering around with a fucking top hat and a
There's a hidden
monocle.
room here!
It'll be very, very English.
Oh, this bookcase is full of Caesar's own notes. He wrote a lot about the principles of magic. Whew. Much too advanced for Paimon. Hey, look! Is that Caesar's diary on the table?
I think this chair. No, I can stand on it though. Adventurers out there!
It's as thick as a brick! Let's take a peek inside it, shall we?
Yeah, this book is as thick as a fucking phone book, but let's open it up and see how hard one end slams. We're gonna smack the end of it. Wishlist. Wait, are we looking at all these? About the farewell.
It's nearly time for me to go on tour. I asked the two kids if they'd like to come with me, but they shook their heads.
Two kids?
I once overheard them talking about their father and their mission.
What?
Sounds like their parents have other plans for them. I guess we'll be parting ways soon.
Wait, Caesar was them. Oh, wait. Caesar was the one that trained Lyney and Lynette? Really? Wow.
It's only been 10 days since I first met them, but I think that I've gotten a feel for their personalities now. They're very tough, but also very cautious, and they trust no one but each other. This, I fear, is not a good habit to have. They hide things from me too. For example, when I asked them where they live and why they wanted to learn magic, they lied.
Oh?
That's the thing about children. Whenever they're trying to cover something up, it always shows somehow.
I'm wondering how.
I can sense that their lives have been hard. Possibly even dangerous, too. They're not like other children. It's a shame that I can't do more to help them.
Wait. In the story, it was mentioned of Arlecchino being covered in red. Did Arlecchino kill Caesar?
After thinking things over, I decided to tell them a bit about how I see the world. It's full of lies and falsehoods, and that is why we must find our own truth. P.S. I hope they won't find my nagging annoying. Children are so opinionated nowadays. Will it do them more harm than good for someone they've only known 10 days to lecture them like that? P.P.S. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Children aren't interested in grand philosophies. It probably just went in one ear and out the other. I bet they've already forgotten every word I said.
Or possibly forgotten about you. I mean... Actually, no, they didn't. It was in their backstory. Wasn't they said of how Arlecchino was covered in red, and how a man trained them or something, right?
Oh, Caesar, Caesar. Just mind your own business next time.
Oh, so I am reading all of them. Let's go to the wish list.
At one of my shows a few days ago, a child asked me how I pulled candy out of my hat. As a joke, I told the kid that the hat has a built-in wish-granting machine. Next thing I know, today a whole bunch of kids were pestering me to pull all sorts of things out of the hat. So I told them another white lie. The machine needs time to power up, but in the meantime, you can write your wishes down. Well, they took me up on that offer, enthusiastically. As I write this, I've only just got back from running around all over town, buying the things they wanted. Boy, are my legs sore. I wound up saving very little this month, but that's not a major issue. I now have a bigger problem. How am I going to hide all these things inside my hat?
I mean, you made the lie, so you gotta work with it. Children studying magic.
2 children came to talk to me after today's show. I don't know why they were out on their own. They looked much too young to be unsupervised. I do hope they got home safely. Anyway, they said that they wanted me to teach them how to do magic. It's not uncommon for children to ask this, of course, but I've never seen any of them as serious about it as these 2. I told them that learning magic is very hard work, but that didn't faze them at all. It's like they already knew. They seemed so committed. I couldn't turn them down. It seems like something's bothering Lorenzo lately, but he won't open up to me about it. Surely he's not upset that I agreed to teach those 2 children. I'll have to talk him around.
Lorenzo actually has like a general problem with them, with Lyney and Lynette. Unless I'm looking at this wrong, but in the 4th one, it mentions a
They have all sorts of fantastic ideas. All I'm really doing is helping them develop a more professional standard training plan. They wanted to call me Master, but I told them they absolutely mustn't. Any magician worth their salt could have taught them what I have. They're the geniuses here. Compared to them, I don't deserve to be called any sort of master. With time, I have no doubt that they could become far greater magicians than I. My only concern is why they're so mature for their age. I fear they've had to grow up too fast. I don't dare to imagine what they must have been through. Gemma thinks so too. She doesn't like being around them. Says that their eyes are too piercing. They don't bother me, but then again, I've never been the sharpest tool in the shed.
I want to go over farewell, since it seems more like a thing. But after this, I need to end the stream and restart it, and just kind of go from there.
It's nearly time for me to go on tour. I asked the 2 kids if they'd like to come with me, but they shook their heads. I once overheard them talking about their father and their mission. Sounds like their parents have other plans for them. It's only been 10 days since I first met them, but I think that I've gotten a feel for their personalities now. They're very tough, but also very cautious, and they trust no one but each other. This, I fear, is not a good habit to have.
Didn't know I could move the camera around.
They hide things from me too. For example, when I asked them where they live and why they wanted to learn magic, they lied. That's the thing about children. Whenever they're trying to cover something up, it always shows somehow. I can sense that their lives have been hard, possibly even dangerous too. They're not like other children. It's a shame that I can't do more to help them. After thinking things over, I decided to tell them a bit about how I see the world. It's full of lies and falsehoods, and that is why we must find our own truth. P.S. I hope they won't find my nagging annoying. Children are so opinionated nowadays. Will it do them more harm than good for someone they've only known 10 days to lecture them like that? P.P.S. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Children aren't interested in grand philosophies. It probably just went in one ear and out the other. I bet they've already forgotten every word I said. Oh, Caesar, Caesar. Just mind your own business next time.
Alright, stop reading.
2 magic geniuses with a father and a mission, huh?
Lyney and Lynette.
Sounds a lot like he was writing about Lyney and Lynette, don't you think? So did they meet Caesar when they were kids? Let's go ask Lyney!
Alright. So before the actual stream cuts off, like automatically, because that happens after a short while, I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it here, then jump back in and call it 1.5. So I'll be back. Trust me. I'm in a domain. I can't leave this.